Moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New England Patriots. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Topper. Hey, exit. Check 26, check 26. Ready.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the screw.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Hoover. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
50, plant. You must be dreaming.
First carry for James Conner. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Got his man. That's Harry. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Check 6-6, bullet high. Big rip.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Anderson is the lone man in the backfield here as they get set for a 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Rodney Anderson with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Hoover. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He's going to field this at the 4. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Anderson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Big play there for New England. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Stepping up, that's a New England Patriots touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And I think the ball's out. And the Patriots have it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
On second down, it's Hoover. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. From the 36, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hoover. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
43. Check, 43. Here I come. 47.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Here we go, 46. 26.
On second down now, it's Hoover. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On third down, Hoover. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, it's Hoover, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Looking for Woods that time. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing Jones, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He finds Beckham complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Pilot, 64, weak. Save. Hey, lock it. Go.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to float this, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. This is taken at the 23. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Ready? 10 Lobo. 52. 80 weapon. Rush in.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Hoover trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hoover. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Prescott on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. Here we go, 47. Switch. Hey. Hey, let's go. 26.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Jones. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry, 77 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and the lead will swell by one more. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's White. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Throwing. Prescott. Rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Jones. Off play action. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gostkowski with the extra point. Back now in Foxborough. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Patriots take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. So they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, box drop.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott now. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
A loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He pitches it out. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Ready, set, pilot, 64, quick.
Second down. At the 36-yard line.
Get it.
Jones off the play fake. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on this. And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Prescott now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dontari Poe, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Myles Garrett. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Anderson. And some space here. 30, the 20, 10, 5. A big-time run there by Anderson. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.